Hey guys, what's up? Rajat here from VFX World. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. So today I'll trying to show you this amazing output by using Nuke particles. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Please do subscribe my new channel, The Lifestyle Vlogs, and for the further notification, press the bell icon. So we are in Nuke right now, and this is a simple animation, and we are creating this grass by using Nuke particles. So let you show this 3D environment. So this is our basic 3D environment. I added some cool layers to create some 3D depth, but this is the main thing which I will create today, and I will show you that how you can create these amazing grasses by using Nuke particles. But one more thing, you're not creating only the grasses, you can use so many things like stones and all in between this by using same particle method, but it's completely up to your creativity. Okay, so let's disable this master comp because I will create another, and if two will be on, then my system may be getting stuck. So just select this backdrop and press D, so it will disable. So nothing will be calculated right now. So just connect to this, and this is my output. Let's play it once again. Okay, so let's off this and rest it like this. Okay, now I'll take another new one. So before that, I have two inputs. Okay, let's connect this like this. Like this is one image and this is another image. So relax, this is a PNG image. These two are in PNG. So what I have to do, I have to take these two. So select this, Control C and then Control V. Okay, so now I have my new complete window. So let's change it to the large viewer so that you guys can see everything clearly. Okay, so first of all, as you all know, if this is in PNG, we have to take some pre-multiply. Okay, so first of all, select this by pressing tab. I'm taking pre-mult, and yes, now you can see this complete output. Okay, and same thing, Control C, Control V, connect it to this. So we have right now two. Now I have very less resolution because otherwise my system will getting stuck. So that's why, otherwise you can use a higher resolution, but make sure this is particles, so it may be hang your system. So if your system is high config, then go for it. Okay, so we are creating some particles emitter, and this by using this emitter we are emitting this grasses. Okay, this is the basic idea. So first of all, we are taking this this particles emitter. Okay, so if you notice, we have three inputs like particles, emit and merge. I will describe three part by part. Okay, so first of all, particle. Okay, and second one is emit. So emit means this where the particle should emit, and particle is obviously which thing will be my particles. So okay, so first of all, I'm taking a card, CARD, card. Okay, so this is my card. So when you press tab, this is our 3D environment, and if you notice, this is our 3D. So first of all, I have this card, and I want this card to be flattened in our ground. So now right now it's rotated in 90-degree, and I want this in ground plane mode. So double click on it and go to this rotation and press -90. So right now it's in ground. Let's make it little bigger. So first of all, I'm scaling it to the grid like this to make it square, and then I'll uniform scale it like this. Simple, very simple. Okay, so this is our card. Oh, in this card area the particle will be generated. Okay, so right now I'm taking this card like here, and let's connect to this particles to this image, and this emit, it means this will connect to this card. So when you connect to this one, this, see, there is nothing is visible, but there is a particles. So for that, what you have to do, just connect to this. Now see, there are so many particles are visible, but if you notice, if you zoom it, these particles are exactly our trees, I mean the grasses and all, which we already connected to this. See, these are grasses. So if you notice, these are all in floating right now. Okay, so go to the first frame. Now when you go to the first one, there are very less particles, obviously, because in first frame there are not too much particle which will be emitting right now. So right now we're in first frame, and let's select, go to this particle emitter, double click on it. Now when you double click on it, see, the card will be gone. So that's okay, not a big deal. Okay, now what I have to do, I'm just making it down. Now see, emission rate is 10, so let it be like this. Okay, now the size, it should be like 0.1, so let's make it 1. So when you create it as 1, see, there are so many particles are visible. Now I want this particle 2, 3, 4 frames. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now see, when you are coming in 4 frames, these are many particles. So I'm taking it like approximately, what you can say, 7th number frame is good enough. Okay, so but now I am taking only 3rd number frame because I don't want my system being crushed. Okay, so now the emission rate may change it to like, what you can say, 30. So right now I have many more particles. Okay, so if you notice, these particles are going up. When you go, see this going up, it means the velocity is right now on, so you have to down this velocity to 0. So now what happened, this what you can say, these grasses are right now in floor, and this will not being going up, but the grasses are actually getting too much. Okay, so I'm taking it to like in 3rd number frame. Right now when you double click on your card, if you notice, this grasses are right now out of this card. So what happened, we are taking this particle emitter and from here point to face. So right now what happened, everything is coming inside of this card. See, this is completely inside of this card, nothing is going outside of this card. Okay, so this is what you want exactly. If you want, you can use it point as well, this is not a big deal. Okay, so right now just taking this particle, and now I want more trees like this. So how you can do, I'll tell you. Okay, so this is our second input, which is this one. So what we have to do, we have to take one more particle emitter and just connect this emit option to this card, and particle will be this. And then we have this merge option. See, if you zoom this, you can see there is a merge option will be there. So let's merge it together. Now connect it. Now you can see we have these particles as well. So you have to change the settings again. So double click on it. Let's change the size to 1.5. Now you can see these trees are still visible. The velocity should 0. Right now these all are in ground, and from emitter from these two faces. Okay, so this is fine, but if you notice, those settings are exactly same. That's why in between gaps are also same. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll just taking my first particle, and then I'll change this option which is called spread, which is in down there. So when you on the spread, if you notice, actually it's getting spread. Okay, so I'm just taking it like this, and then what I'll do, let's select this one particles, and let's change some emission rate. Let like 40. Sorry, it's too much. 40 is good. And when you select your camera angle, like I'm taking camera angle like this, so let's select your camera angle. Fine. Now what I have to do, I have to change some what you can say, like size range and all. So from here you can change your size range, and now you can see the random variation will be happening. And from here as well, I'm changing the size range to 2. So now views are getting bigger and all. So this is fine. Okay, and if you want, you can change the size to what you can say, 0.8. 0.8 is good. Now it's getting really nice. Okay, so now I'm going to some more frames, like 7 number frames. Now I have so many particles. If you want to add some more grasses in between, any other things, you can add it any time. Okay, now change your camera angles like this. I'm happy with this because this is a tutorial. If you want, you can add so many details and all. So now we have to take a scene properly. This is not a complete output, right? So what I have to do for scene, we have to take a scanline renderer. So take it like this, and then we need a scene. So let's take it like this, and then need a camera. So these are the basic 3 steps for creating a complete scene. So now the camera is here, you can change it to the position like this. So now see this camera actually from here, so it will go like this in between of these grasses. Really cool, right? I know. Okay, so now change the camera angle a little bit. So go to this camera, take this camera view, and just connect via this scanline render. So connect it to this, and scene to this, camera to this connection. And now if you click on these particles, let's go to the default view. I'll change the camera settings later, but first of all, what I'll show you, that if you move first frame, second frame, third frame, or any other frames, see the particles are changing. But if you want any camera animation, then how it will possible to fix this? This is a very easiest way, that we have to take one more node, which is called particles to geo. So go to down, you can see particles to geo. So when you click this and connect it to this, okay, now what we have a specific frame option. Just turn on the specific frame option. Now I want the 7th frame to our main frame. So from here take 7th and press enter. Now you can see when you go previous frame and next frame, there is nothing will be changing. So right now only the 7th frame is a master frame and it will convert to a geo. Okay, so this is not a right now particles mode, it's in geometry mode. Okay, so it will connect via this scene as well. So connect to this scene and let's connect to the scanline renderer. Double click on your camera, go to this camera view, click on this camera button and just change your camera position and all. If you want, you can change it to any type like this, zoom it, okay, and make it like this. Cool. And if you go to this projection, you have see the focal length is 50. I'm changing it to 35 so it become more wider, and let's make it more precise. Okay, so this is fine. Now when you click tab for 2D view, you can see exactly in 2D output, which is like this. Okay, now if you want some rotation and all, you can add it like this. If you want some rotation like this, if you want like this, anything. If you notice, this is a simple camera animation. Okay, this is a rotations. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to take some basic camera animation to go to the first frame, right click, set key, last frame. Now I have to move a little bit inside like this, very simple. Now go to the first frame. This is very fast because we have only 10 frames. So go to the last frame. I'm just changing my like this. Okay, so now this is fine, but it's still very fast because I have one frame is 5.245, which is Z1, and when you go to the last frame it's like 4.1, but it's okay, it's not a big deal, it's only the tutorial purpose, just that's why I have to show this. Okay, so now I have to add some more basic backgrounds and all. So how you can do this is a very easy way. So go to this default view. Now what I have to do, we have to do a simple matte painting kind of thing, which will be creating more depth and more greater than outputs. Okay, so in this image is, if you notice, I have two more images. So let's take this, control C and this control V. So now I have this cool background, so I have to connect this to this one. So what I have to do, take a card like this and connect this card to this, and simple, the card will go to the scene. This is very easy. Now I'm taking this card up to here because I have to create many more cards. So just pressing tab and let's drag this card to Z depth like this, and let's make it bigger. Okay, so let's make it bigger like this. Now for better purpose, you can go to this camera and all, so that you can see that how it will look like, and also go to this and move it like this. Okay, now if you notice, this card is actually looking really nice from here. Okay, so now I have to create some multiple depths of this. So by pressing tab, you can see in 2D output how it will look like. Yep, this is fine. Let's move it little up so that it will look like more better. Now it's fine. Now go to the 3D view and now you can adjust by your own. Okay, so first of all, what I have to do, just control C and control V. This is my second card. Connect to this and connect it to like this. Now I'm dragging this to here, and to make it better, just go to this some Z depth so that some parallax will be happening in between this. Let's make it little more bigger. Okay, again I'm control C, control V, connect it to this, make it like this, and again double click and go to the here, make it little front. Now you have see these have some more depths here. If you want, you can create more layers for more depth. If it's completely up to you. Now if you notice, this completely covering all the things. Now if you notice, yes, this is completely covering these areas and these areas. Now I want to create some two more layers. To that, make it more precise. So control V and connect this to this, and let's make it little more back and to here, and let's make it little more bigger like this. Cool, right? Okay, now if you want to create some more variation for this, so you can change by pressing G, some color grade, so that you can make sure that these are all not same. So just change the colors a little bit. What you can do, like let's make this a little brighter and all, so that yep, this is fine. Okay, so now I have multiple depths. If you notice from here, if I'm doing this some manual position movement, if you notice, see, we have already have some parallax. Now if you wish, you can create more depths, and for more depth you are already getting more the parallax movement, and the output will be more cool. But I want a more big background. The background will be matte painting, which will be a good thing, but in my tutorial I have only the solid background. But if you wish, you can take a cool layered by layered Photoshop by matte painting and connect it to this. Okay, now I'm taking this card again and connect to the scene and simply connect it to this, and move it little back and just simply make it bigger. Okay, and let's make it in between like this. Let's make to 15. 15 it's good, and let's move it like not 15, let's make it 12. It's 12, it's fine. Okay, and go to this 2D view so that you can see how it will look like when you are in 2D view. Now see, this is not getting proper part, so what I have to do, I have to this option turned on so that only this much area will be rendering. Now make it little down so that you can see how it will look like exactly. And yep, this is right now looking fine. Yeah, this depth is completely good. Okay, so now turn this off. Now see the complete output. Great, now these positions are all same. Now if you notice, the background color and the foreground color are not matching properly. So again, I'm turning on this option, and let's create some grade and all for this. So double click on this and go to this grade option, and simply red should be go down so that see the green part will be visible and the blue part will little more up, so that you can see the two colors are already getting merged. So let's make it more, and obviously you have to increase the green as well, and red little more down. Now see, these colors are almost matching, and if we have to create one more grade for master output, so now turn this off. Okay, and this one as well, so that you can see the entire output in a full res. Right now we are in 1920 by 900 resolution, which is the most favorite resolution of mine. Now you can use so many color corrections in between this. I didn't want this right now because it's only tutorial purpose. And if you notice my this comp, and this is already being color correct. Okay, so right now we have our basic default matte painting, and right now we have to add some grade for final output. So let's make it a little more low res, which is 960 by 440, which is 450, which is the less resolution for working purpose. This is very good. And let's change some color correction. Let's make it blue or like this, and make it green. This is fine. Now turn this off. So this is our basic detailed output. Now if you have a realistic grass images, this is almost not realistic, but this is 80% realistic images which I have downloaded from Google, and then I cut it by using Photoshop and render it by using Photoshop in PNG. Now if you want, you can create some more depth by using some depth of field like blur and all. Let me show you something. Let's change it like 5. Now see, you already have some depth over there. Now if you want to create some more depth by separate layer, you can actually giving these other cards as some separate blur layers to give this output a proper depth. So I'm not covering this part in this tutorial because this tutorial is completely based on Nuke particles. So let's go to this. Now if you notice, this black parts will be happening, this is only getting for viewer. So delete this viewer and let's connect it to again, so that what happened, your that issue will be gone. This is a complete bug you can call. So this is our basic output, and this is very simple to create. I hope you already enjoyed this tutorial, and if yes, then don't forget to hit that like button and please press the subscribe button, because you are very near to cross 10k. And if you love this tutorial, then don't forget to share on your social media network, and please follow me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Link is in description. I will see you in my next video. Till then, have fun, stay healthy, bye bye.